Hi, welcome to this channel. My Africa Trending. We're just gonna be talking about our continent. It's moving forward, so we'll keep up to date as best as we can as we move forward. Just share some news in a sort of informal way, some serious and some not so serious. So today, my first one would be from my favorite country called Rwanda, the Central African country. They recently just had this interesting event. It's called Creative Africa Exchange. Up to 2,000 people attended it from all over the world, and also they had some notable figures like Idris Elba, Steve Harvey, Jimon Honsu, DJ, lots of musicians, including DJ Bunji and ZTM. So this conference really is about promoting growth and exchange within the creative and cultural industry. So the industries of music, arts, design, fashion, literature, publish, film, and TV sectors across Africa. So anyway, this was a chance for them to come together and form networks. So this event was expected to generate about 2 billion in trade deals from that event. So it's a very good event, as well as one that are actually going to host the 26th Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting from June the 22nd to the 27th. Up to 10,000 people are going to attend. And Rwanda obviously are sort of preparing for that. They set aside a few $1 million, $10-15 million to improve their infrastructure. They're building new road networks, airport improvements, hotels, parking spaces. With all the development that comes with it, I think it's very good for Rwanda. I think it's a country that's on the up, that's moving forward. They have other 25 big events lined up for 2020, so they're a very good country. Malawi is another one. Malawi is where I come from, and we have been having this some trouble there recently post the general election that was held on the 21st of May 2019. So that's last year, a few months ago now. But the current president retained his seat for another 5-year term. But obviously the opposition were not happy. There were some irregularities. They claimed there were some irregularities, so they went to the Constitutional Court. So they're waiting for the judgment for that case, and I think it's coming up in a couple of weeks or so. But meanwhile, there's been the country's been quite volatile. There has been demonstrations, loss of property, loss of lives, and so forth and so on. And hopefully that after the verdict, the country can move forward. Fingers crossed. And in some business news, South African Airline is one interesting airline because the government, they're in trouble, well and truly in trouble, and the government pledged to pay to provide 2 billion rand to the airline by Sunday, but they haven't done that, so they're in a bit of a crisis because the lenders had managed to raise about 2 billion and gave it to the airline to continue operations, but the government said, okay, you have 2 billion, whatever you raise, we're gonna raise the same amount. So the 2 billion they have not given the airline. So this airline is last made profit in 2011. Since then, they've had 57 billion rand in bailouts from the government. So they're well and truly in trouble, as I said, and reports that the government is accelerating the sale of government assets to fund, this cash-strapped airline and also other state-owned companies that are in trouble. So years of corruption and mismanagement has led to this airline being where it is now. And Ethiopian Airways came out, was it 2 weeks ago or last week, and said we need a South African airline to still operate, and they offered some help because they don't want to be there. They need some other African operator. They don't want to be the only one remaining there. So in entertainment news, Davido. I don't think he minds whatever we call him, but he's in another feud. But he did not. I don't know whether he initiated this one, but this gentleman, the boss for Golden Boy Entertainment, he's claiming that there was a breach of contract between him and a singer called Peruzzi because of Davido. He signed for Davido when he was actually with Golden Boy Entertainment. So it's in the court. But this gentleman has been very vocal online on social media, ranting and stating his case. So that is in another feud, but I guess he's a big superstar in the Afrobeat world, so you'd expect that sort of thing. But Davido says, no, I haven't. That singer is not even on my record label. So that's another one for you. And Liverpool beat Manchester United 2-0 overnight. And that's that. I think they well and truly will win the Premier League season. They're just too good and too far off from everyone else. So stay classy. We'll see you in the next few days, and see ya.